It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is in the flesh. Sugar Ray Robinson.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and we're hoping for an all-action slugfest. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Catch and shoot. Another scoring shot there. Quick punch scores. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Can't find a home with that jab.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Beautiful counterpunch. Do you believe what we are seeing? Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down.
And what a shot. Was that a flash knockdown? He should get up from that. He's fresh enough. He can get up from that. Does he want to?
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. What a huge... They ring the bell, and here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
If you're a counter puncher, well, basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. No rest for the weary. Do you believe this? Been a very competitive round between these two. Just missed with that hook.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. When you're fighting a counter puncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're gonna punch, make the counter puncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
That counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh, and they got rocked! What a moment this is!
A sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the... There's the bell to start the round. the counter lands. Nice punch. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters. The corner's got to take a good look at their fighter.
Does he? One, two, three,
So he's back on his feet, but the judges aren't going to give him this round for sure.
But now it's about getting him back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. This fight has a real good flow to it. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You could hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like...
Well, he's back on his feet, but right now, the corner's got to think about throwing in the towel.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Jab slightly off target. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see. They ring the bell, and here we go. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Nice counter. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. At the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up.
It's so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The courage on display here is incredible. Just misses with that uppercut. Looking to land the hook. Why weren't they more cautious?
Bambi legs are kicking in. Look at those legs. The legs have gone.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Nice counter shot. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop.
They're in trouble.
His legs have gone.
It's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Need to turn this around halfway through. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble.
Oh, what a shot. He's staggered. He's staggered. Does he know? Does he know he's even...
Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot.
I heard that, never by saw it.
And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it. Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knock. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
There's a counter shot. Big and missing big with that hook. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You can get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight divisions, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
He wasn't ready. So much for defensive abilities.
He is absolutely gone. The referee's keeping a close eye on him.
It looks like he might not be as hurt as we thought. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than happy. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven. Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Beautiful counter punch. He Couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
And there's the bell to start the round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Good punch. Real good back and forth between these two fighters. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He scores with the counter. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
Back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were
stumbling around on Bambi legs.
His legs have gone. He's got to get their hands up. It's survival instincts now. Get him up.
Talk about Crawford in that last round. You gotta wonder. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now.
Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.